All right, we back. And today I want to talk about why I left Lifetime. Man, that's a little heavy. Why I left Lifetime to come to Planet Fitness. Because I love Lifetime, honestly. And it's definitely worth the money in my opinion. I think I was paying $140 or 50 something a month. You got locations all over the US, not as many as you do Planet Fitness, so it's not as convenient, but if you stay within decent sized cities, then you usually can find a Lifetime somewhere. Plus a lot of the places I go have Lifetimes, so that's why I stuck with Lifetime for so long. I think I was with them for maybe 7 or 8 years. But once I realized Planet Fitness was offering what they were offering at $25, it was kind of hard to turn it down. Now, I'll be honest, it was hard for me to leave Lifetime, but for $25, I get everything I wanted out of Lifetime at Planet Fitness. So it just made sense for me. And then when I signed up for my membership, they told me something that I really respected, and it made me want to come here. They told me how they value cleanliness in the gym, and just the fact that they value cleanliness and taking care of everything, make sure everything running properly, and just having a pleasant experience. I could appreciate that at $25. Usually you get what you pay for with that, but they really strive to give you a good experience. Now, I like that they have showers in Lifetime, which they also have here, but what they have at Lifetime that they don't have here, which I was willing to sacrifice, they don't have soap and towels here like they do at Lifetime. So you do have to bring your own stuff, but that's not a huge deal because you still have the shower, which is the most important thing. But sometimes I do miss that convenience of them giving me the things I need as far as the soap, the lotion, the deodorant, and the towels. But at $25, I bring my own damn towels and soap. I never thought I would like this Smith machine when it comes to squats. I think it takes the strain off your joints and stuff, because you can do a proper squat on this thing and the weights are not free, so you can stabilize yourself a little better, focus on the exercise itself and not have to worry about that heavy weight on your back. So when I do squats now, and I'm getting old, them joints ain't like they used to be. I like to do the Smith machine because it just takes it a little bit easier on the knees. All right, now we're gonna do some leg press. But some people might think that $150, $160 a month is a lot for Lifetime. But if you've never gone there, if you ever do go there, you realize real fast it's worth the money. I feel like they could charge more if they wanted to, but I feel like it might not be enough people willing to spend that. But you get soap, towels, lotion, deodorant, shaving cream, razors, yoga classes. I mean, you get a ridiculous amount of stuff for $160, let's call it. So I think it's well worth it. But the things that I used the most was the showers, of course the gym equipment, but the soap and the lotion and the deodorant, and I can get that stuff myself. So for what I was using that gym for, the price was just not matching up to my use case. And I get everything that I was using there here. I did the yoga classes sometimes, but not as often as I should have. So it's definitely worth the money if you want all that stuff and you'll use all that stuff. But if you need the basic things like good gym equipment and a shower like I do, then I would just go with Planet Fitness for sure. Because once that withdrawal hits every month, $25 stings a lot less than $160 every month. You gotta actually plan for that. $25, you don't really notice it so much. You go to Starbucks twice, that's $25 right there. So a month gym membership costs you 2 meals at Starbucks pretty much. Oh yeah, I forgot about the hot tub, the pool, the sauna, the steam room. Now that I think about it, I'm like, dang, I probably should have stayed there. But I never used that stuff, so like I said, I'm paying for a lot of stuff that I wasn't using, so it makes sense for me to come here. But as you can tell, they got a lot of stuff. But let's do some pull-ups. This is one of the hardest exercises for me. Let me know how many pull-ups you can do. My goal is 10 right now. Whew, we did it. One of my favorite things of all about this gym, and no shade on Lifetime or any other gym, I like how it's just normal everyday people in here just trying to get it in. It's just something about that motivates me, and I like seeing people who don't necessarily make it life or death, but they try to do what they gotta do to hit whatever goals they have to hit. So at the more higher end gyms, you definitely see more people with defined physiques, I should say. But here, it's just the everyday person trying to get that work in and get on with their day without breaking the bank trying to go to the gym. Especially if you miss a couple days, you don't feel guilty. Because when I was at Lifetime, if I miss a day or two, I'm like, man, that was a lot of money I just wasted. But here, I don't feel as guilty. So yeah, that's pretty much why I chose Planet Fitness over Lifetime. Not so much because it was too expensive, but it was just that I was paying for more than I was using. And I feel like here, I'm paying for exactly what I'm using. And you still got the massage chairs and stuff, so that's pretty nice. Even though I don't use those either, at least I know that they are there. But yeah, I will admit, it's some perks to Lifetime that I miss, but the fact that I wasn't using it didn't really make sense for me to keep going there. I was pretty much using the stuff when I did because it was there, not because I actually needed it or sought it out. But I definitely think Planet Fitness is way worth the money. as well as Lifetime. Lifetime is actually well worth the money. You get a lot more than what you pay for, in my opinion. But here, you get exactly what you need, maybe a little more, for only $25. All right, we just got it in. Coming out of Planet Fitness, feeling good. I love this little gym. I think it's the perfect gym for the average person. And while Lifetime has a lot of luxury stuff and much more variety of equipment, I think you get plenty for what you need in here. And sometimes I miss Lifetime, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't miss the $160 a month that I was paying for 70% of the stuff that I wasn't using. So that's pretty much why I switched from Lifetime to Planet Fitness, because the value, and I think Planet Fitness is really elevating their game and really making it more than worth that $25 a month.